Welcome back to my little let's play of Alan Wake. I hope y'all had a Merry Christmas. Let me go and get into it. Into the gas station.
The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight. All right. I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her, I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost. I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Yeah, you losing your mind, cuz. I still be pretty lost in this damn game. Oh, there you go. Let's see. You ran them old damn shotgun shells and shit. You ain't got no more shotgun shells? What about some money? There you go. Let me look out window left. I missed it.
Thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker. You are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen. I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake. Not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
She'd call you for murder. That's what she would have did. So is the house like never there? This shit cool. It's like this real cool.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up. Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on. Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
I did not expect all of this. I really didn't. That's a nice little house too.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
These look really good.
What do they do?
Sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was
Who was
the
Barry?
last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called.
Oh Lord!
Alan? Alan, please check the fuse box.
Why I gotta
I'm
keep
right
checking
here.
fuse boxes?
I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
I
Don't
see.
worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
That sounds like some shit that's made up.
Even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Hey, hold on. Keep it PG on here.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
All right, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me.
All right, then.
Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Oh, talk to Sarah. They missing. There's a lot of stuff you can do in so
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd locked me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot
Mr.
called
Wake, can I
Lover's
help you
Peak.
with anything?
Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can go there from the cell corridor.
Hey, can you turn the light?
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left. Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business. Barry?
I'm gonna check my phone.
Ow, thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. Oh, I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Alright, exit the sheriff station. So, okay. Should be easy, right? Do I exit through the front door? Well, looks so. Nigga dead.
The writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Man, well, you gotta save her, man. Ooh, that damn TV went out.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, now you in jail?
Hey, nobody move. Get your hands off of my client.
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
Why is Nick so damn long?
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National
That's a
Park.
nice little Jeep.
The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
Who is Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr.
Hey, why
Takes
they
a
churches
swing at
move?
everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a
Wait.
fan.
Talk
She
to
even
Rusty.
has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car,
Wait
just
here.
listen to yourself.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Damn, look at the dog.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins. Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just
Damn,
across
they
from
could have told me to do that
Bucktooth
already.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Well, at least Max is gonna be okay. We got lucky.
Damn, go through the damn door.
What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice,
Do you
and everything's just...
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm. Seriously,
got a point.
Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up
Wait
in
here.
disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow
Of
the
course it
path.
is.
You'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Of course it is. Of course, at the end of a long ass trail.
If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha! Let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now. Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in...
Shut the fuck up. My bad.
This is crazy talk, Al. Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. And you're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Sneezing ass.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Alright, head for Lover's Peak. Alright then.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Walk through the door now.
Can I use the truck? Alright, and I gotta deal with this bullshit again.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Whoa. Boy. I wish there was other ways, like, you can't fight people in the damn game, like... What's just like a little thing that tells you how far you actually away from all this stuff? I'll see. Go to more bullshit. Nope. Let me go this way. I forgot about stupid ass wildlife on this damn game.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
You're crazy, actually.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality.
I wish I had found the other pages for...
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end.
I don't want to listen to that one. I wish I found the pages from the other one, so I can actually see what the hell going on. Hey, more pages.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage.
Oh.
Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page. Vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Yeah, no, this fucked up shit.
Rusty, damn.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming!
Please, help me!
You dead, cuz I ain't coming. Oh, now I gotta help. Rusty, ain't that the dog? Damn, what the fuck happened?
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far.
What the fuck happened?
Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
Alright, this key go get the lights on.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on. The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way, felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Man, you don't want to die alone. Yeah, you got the key. Man, that is dark in here.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
Boy, this right here.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
What? How Rusty?
Rusty!
Something ate Rusty.
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
bullets. Shit. Rusty gone.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Rusty gone.
Please don't feed the animals.
Fishing! For those who purchase a park
Fishing
license. Obey!
Rusty? Rusty, no!
Never.
closer than 100 yards.
There's holes. Never approached any other closer than
25 yards.
pets must be leashed.
Yeah, all times.
Why can't you do these little boss missions, man?
Historical this includes even you made or even simple berries.
Beat him! Beat him! If you don't die, there you go. Shit. Nigga, is more? Is more? Shit. Man, look. We're gonna call it right there for a day. We're just gonna call it right there. There's another episode of Alan Wake. This is chapter 2, part 1, I guess. And man, I'm still confused. But I'll let you know what's going on. Until next time, peace.